Hello, everyone. Welcome to our program today. We hope that you are getting our message. God has called us to resist the nasty women's movement in this country that controls our colleges and universities, the classrooms, the mobs, our government. And what they have done is unite. And the money that they have is insurmountable. So what we're doing, and I want you to be a part of, is we are calling Christian women to pay attention, to unite, resist, and renounce the nasty women's movement in this country. Number one, I want you to sign a petition. I'll be talking to you about that in the program. And number two, we have to understand the difference between virtues. They're trying to merge the virtues like they've merged religion, like they've merged Islam and Christianity and Judaism, and we can't take that anymore. The language that we have must go back to its original intent. This is an awesome program. I want you to call your friends and say, Faye's got some serious business. I want to talk to you about the budget, that they have just approved a $4 trillion budget by the people that we elected to office. You don't want to miss it. I am Faye Hardin, and this is Well, welcome back, and I want to welcome all of our new viewers and those that have contacted us and said, Faye, we're not going to look at you anymore. We're going to stand with you. I am so glad that you're making that decision because it is the right decision. It's going to be the Christians that's going to change things in this country. Our prayers, our taking a stand for God, our not being ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ is what we must do, and we must do it now. Our campaign against the nasty women came after months and months of fasting and praying and asking God what He would have us to do. I was a victim of these nasty women at the inauguration, my family and I, in January, when President Trump was elected to serve by 69 million Americans. He is not someone that just came in on a helicopter and decided to take over our government. He is representative of the people that we want done what he has said he would do and what he is trying to do. One of the things that we're dealing with are the backlashes, the character assassination, and even a lot of the people that we've elected are inciting violence against this successful businessman that's never done anything to them. He's never taken anything from our government. They live off of their slush funds that come because of their abuse of power. I'm asking you today to learn how your government works. That's why I offer you our congressional directory. It should be mandatory that every leader and every born-again Christian understand who is governing this nation, in what capacity, and what they are doing with their positions of power. We've got nasty women that are literally abusing their power as elected House of Representatives and senators that have nothing to do with making America great, period. We should have never not been great. But their priorities are so misguided. We just got another budget that's been approved, $4 trillion. I'm going to be studying that budget. They just approved it yesterday or day before yesterday. And what they did is in the budget, 51 to 49, passed the fiscal 2018 budget after a grueling hours long marathon on the Senate floor. Rand Paul joined the Democrats and independent vote against the bill. I can see why Rand Paul did that. I really don't blame him for doing that, because I've never seen such abuse of power. And however, we must have a budget. But what we've got the budget that is according to the people we elected to office as to how they choose to spend this $4 trillion. They have spent all of the income since George Bush, actually Bill Clinton. They've spent unbelievable amounts of money. It goes back to H.W. Bush, plus the Social Security Trust Fund. They spent the majority of that, created it as new income, and now they say Social Security is broke. I guess it is. So paying attention, Christians, is my new mantra. Please listen. Don't be afraid. Don't be overwhelmed. Don't take it personal. That's the way you can become a part and have a voice, is you don't take any of this personal. But you have to seek the truth, and you have to act on that truth, and we have to take a stand for God. 51 to 49 senators voted, and I think it was 212 to 216 House members voted for this budget, $4 trillion. That's $1.5 trillion more than they plan to take in, although I do think they will take in more than that, because we've got the economy on the go again. Thank goodness our economy is growing. Thank goodness. Our economy has not been like this since Bill Clinton was president, because George Bush spent so much money we didn't have, and he caused a deficit of $10 trillion. He spent everything we had, the surplus, the Social Security, and another $10 trillion. Tell me where. Please tell me where. Then we have got Obama. He spent everything we took in, over $3 trillion. He spent another $10 trillion by himself. Made it up to $20 trillion. Then he also spent Social Security Trust Fund, Transportation Trust Fund, and he's proud of that. It is amazing. Now, what we've got is the spending blueprint is key to the Republicans' efforts to pass tax reform. But I want to tell you what they've done in this budget. They are cutting Medicare funding $473 billion. $473 billion. However, they're funding Planned Parenthood $500 million. They're giving $37 million just to fund former presidents' expenses unbelievable, $35 to $37 million. Barack Obama took discretionary spending and applied for his vacations and Michelle's until 2036, over $1 billion. I think it's $1.3 billion. Well, President Trump pulled the plug on that, not Congress. We are dealing with people we elected to office. So we can look in the mirror at what they're doing with all of this money, and we don't have a clue exactly how many kickbacks are coming to them from the insurance companies, from the contractors that they give the contracts to, federal contractors. grant money. I know we've got a lot of millionaires serving in the Senate and in the House that were not that way when they were elected to office. So where did the money come from? They all have time to write books. They work about 2 days a week when they go to work. Lots of weeks they don't go at all. And then what they've done, they've given themselves full pay for life, health insurance paid by the taxpayers for life, and they have cut nothing out of their tax-funded pension program, and they don't pay into Social Security. What we're seeing is we're seeing a scam and a shakedown of the American people. So today, I want you to know you must pay attention. Also, what we're dealing with these nasty women is a disgrace to the Christian virtues. They talk about President Obama, former President Obama said that the virtues were being tested. He said that last week in a speech he made. Well, that's the liberal's virtue. It is totally opposite of the virtues that believe there's a God, believe in the Ten Commandments, believe the Word of God, believe that God is Jehovah Jireh. And the virtues they're trying to merge, they want to merge them like they're merging the one world religion. And unless we stand up, unless we speak up, unless we know the difference and we know what is going on and we reject it, we resist it, our children have no hope. Well, hello everyone, this is Faye Hardin again. I want to just take a moment and update you on our Virtuous Woman's movement that we have now launched. This is what I need for you to do. Do you have any idea what the Nasty Woman's movement is about? I have the details of it, and I want to send that to you. And these are the women that have control of our classrooms, K through 12 children. They use them as a captive audience to further an agenda from hell. I want you to sign my petition. We now have a website, the Virtuous Woman's Movement.com. That is Faye, Faye, VWM.com. I need for you to join us, sign our petition, and to make a statement. Nasty women, you do not speak for us. Well, welcome back. I want to just take a minute to show you that our face facts is just getting better and better and better. The October 7th face facts is the report on the nasty women. I'd like for you to order it. You just order October 7th face facts. Your harvest time has arrived. It gives you the names, the pictures, the prayer request of the movement of the nasty women. These women have taken over our college universities. They have organized mobs. They create violence wherever they go. Their pornography, the filth that comes out of their mouth, hold up President Trump's head decapitated. They incite crazies, and they really call for the death of our president. Nothing like it's ever happened in America. Even Democrats are saying so, and the media must be challenged. That's why I'm staying in the media. I fight so hard to maintain this television program, to be able to fund it every month and add our Facebook with it now to be able to get our word out. We need your support in an unbelievable way. This Face Facts, October 7th, has the pictures in it, the pictures of Hillary, the pictures of the women that represent the nasty, filthy, godless women, and her her mental state is being questioned by doctors. That a report is in here from the Canadian press. I know some of you say you need to pray for Hillary. You don't know how many hours I have prayed for Hillary. You need to pray for these nasty women, and I've done that. But the Bible says, have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprieve them. And the Islamic Society of North American Convention, one of the nasty women, one of the leaders, actually called for jihad in our streets. And jihad is what we've got. You can say, Faye, this is too much for me. No, it isn't. You need to grow up. And Christian women, we need to pay attention. So you can go, we now have an 800 number, 855-877-7321. You can make a donation, receive our face packs for any donation. I've got our t-shirt on today, the Virtuous Woman's t-shirt. Go to VWM.com and sign a petition that says, Hillary Clinton and nasty women, you do not speak for me. Sign that petition. Make a donation of $25 or more on our website, insightUSA.us. Just call the 800 number, 855-887-7321. Give them a credit card and order your nasty woman's t-shirt. Do it today. Also, you can now call our 800 number and get your congressional directory for a donation of $99. And you need to know who is governing our country through a liberal agenda. And we need to really pray for President Trump's protection. Unlike anything, never before, we must believe that all of these liberals, mostly Democrats, but some Republicans, who really think that he should not live because he's not one of them, not because of what he is or what he's been, but because of who he's not. He's not one of them. Thank God. Jezebel, her kingdom is coming down. Next week, I'm going to be going into detail with that story. But what we've got is, I've been talking to you about what this budget is funding. The budget is taking $473 billion out of Medicare. And it's giving $550 million maybe to Planned Parenthood, plus it's paying through Medicare for, they call it women's health. I call it abortions, the murder of the unborn. And this is the people we have elected to office that are doing this. So we can't start with them. We start with, we elected them. And the only thing that's going to change that in 2018, we've got to have candidates. And I've said this over and over. And we've got to vote in the primaries. And we've got to vote liberals, all liberals, out of office. Look at the $550 million plus that to Planned Parenthood, $130 million over 10 years of Medicaid funds, and Planned Parenthood brought in last year $1.3 billion, and I believe the number of abortions were around 400,000 last year. 400,000 murdered babies. This is what was sent to me by Family Research Council, Dr. Tony Perkins, that America, the land of the free and the home of the brave. When 17-year-old Jane Doe snuck across the U.S. border, she wanted a new life not just the one that she was carrying. When she was caught, officials put her in federal custody when they found out that the young girl was not only pregnant but wanted an abortion. Her caregiver at the Texas shelter, part of HHS's refugee program, refused, citing a long list of reasons, not the least of which that she's a minor in the country illegally, doesn't have her parents' consent. The left got wind of the girl's case and pounced, calling in high-powered attorneys at the ACLU to fight for liberals' ultimate goal, making taxpayer funds funded abortions a gift to every undocumented teen. Can you believe this? We have been given now. It says that was the certainty of the position of Barack Obama, who relaxed the immigrants and customs policy so much that some detainees were probably coming here just for free birth control, abortions, and hormone therapy. When the ACLU sued, the Trump administration fought back, insisting that it has strong and constitutionality, legitimate interest in promoting childbirth and refusing to facilitate an abortion, and is not providing incentives for pregnant minors to cross the border to obtain elective abortions. This is an unbelievable report. The entire report I cannot read. It's too much. However, it is in the Face Facts of November the 3rd. Please get our Face Facts. See what your lawmakers are doing. We literally are choosing death from the judiciary and from our lawmakers. Don't let that happen. Pay attention. Hi, just want to give you an update on the outreach of what we're doing, especially in the media. Number one, to combat the wicked women, we are organizing Virtuous Women. Please contact me and get on board. We are on Facebook, Facebook.com/Faye USA, live weekly with an insider's briefing. YouTube, Insight USA, live briefing weekly. And then insightUSA.us. You can get our information and you can see what you need to do to have a voice. It is time God's people has a voice. Will you support me? Will you join our movement to combat what the witches are doing in this nation now? Well, our program is gone again. It goes so fast, and the information that we give you, for the most part, you won't hear anywhere else. But we are calling Christians right now to pay attention and to get involved at this time. Our Virtuous Women's movement is on the rise. I need for you to go to VWM.com, sign our petition, and do it today. Our Facebook page is Facebook, Faye USA. Please like our Facebook to get our information. You can call our 800 number now, 1-855-887-7321, 855-887-7321, and order your t-shirt. They're $25, and that is postpaid. The donations will help us keep moving and stay in the media, which is what we must do. For $99, a donation of $99, we want you to have the congressional directory. But you have to request it. It will not come if you do not request it. For any amount, we want to send you our Face Facts. This is a weekly publication that will keep you informed, updated, empowered, And I'm having so many people call me that's received these for years, and they said we never realized how far gone we are because of nasty women. And there's a fire gonna fall on the virtuous woman. I had a friend of mine this week said, Faye, there's a fire gonna fall on the virtuous women. We're gonna take our families back. We're gonna get the Bible back on our campuses. We are going to move and tell the First Lady for sure, Melania Trump, that you do America proud. I tell you, the people are signing our petitions. We need for you to do that today. If God has blessed you, will you either mail a check to Insight USA, tax deductible, P.O. Box 917689, 917689, Longwood, Florida 32791. Want you to mail that check. If you could mail a check for $1,000, do it today. And I want you to know that God, I'm not saying God, but I had a dream. And I dreamed that I had stopped on the side of the road to see what was wrong with the car I was driving. And it was just going chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. It actually had it had a clutch, and it was going really slow. And I saw change as far as I could see. And I mean, the change just kept coming. I kept putting it into my car. It was silver dollars. It was gold dollars, gold ounces of gold. It was silver dollars. And then after I got as much in my car as I could get, I ran into a huge box of dollar bills with wrappers. I believe God wants to stalemate broken over your life. If you could give a silver dollar, a gold dollar, one you're not going to spend anyway, to help us reach the people, God will multiply it. He will multiply it back to you. I can't wait to see you. Until next time, this is Faye saying bye-bye.
Faye wants to hear from you. Her desire to see America come out of exile is raising up one of the most powerful, informed, anointed, and united prayer networks in America for America. She is organizing Christians for the U.S. Constitution to give uncompromising believers back their voice and witness. If this program has blessed you and you believe in what Faye is doing, contact her, pray with and for her, partner with her. She would love for you to host an Insight rally in your church or city. Organize an Intercessors with Insight prayer team or join one. For a complimentary pocket-sized constitution or Faye's fax, call or email Faye 407-265-0700 or faye.usainsight@gmail.com. Write Insight USA, P.O. Box 917689, Longwood, Florida 32791.